team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Hawaii's offense will get the first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Warriors.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida State's offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Scanning the field, it's Ware. They're setting up the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Noles will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the catch. It's Sutton. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rush is on him. Starting to feel a little pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost one on that last 2nd and 11. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down.
Wide open spaces. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
The Rainbow Warriors have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time. But how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Looking downfield, it's Weir. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Harris. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. It's on target and complete. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilkins. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete on the right side.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
The Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Ware. Fires left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Makes one man miss. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Still on his feet. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. He wants to go deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the right.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's start. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Moves away as he feels pressure. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pass to 45. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Ware. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. The run from the shotgun. At the 45, on his way. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Rainbow Warriors, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Wilkins. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. Off play action on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Falls in complete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he'll just get rid of that one.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Noles want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Ware. Grab near the marker, it's Harris. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. That leg is loose already, the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Leaves it with the back. He's in open space downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. And the Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got his man on the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. Snagged in the middle. It's Sutton. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Rainbow Warriors are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Stark. Got him downfield. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
They'll give it to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Sutton. Touchdown, Hawaii. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute. You've got to lock in.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. The Noles want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Ware. Pulls it in, it's Harris. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sutton. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be third down. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try? He's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized that.
He's got it down the left. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. Clock stopped, but we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell they were ready.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. It'll be third and long. He wants to throw it again. He's not afraid to go deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Turning it off. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. To throw, it's Ware. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This defense has been lights out. Stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. still running at the 40. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the air. It's Witherspoon. Makes the grab. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did